A groundbreaking shift in the landscape of concealed carry rights has just occurred. Imagine this. You walk into your local sheriff's office, clean record, no criminal past, fully trained, and yet you're denied. They look at you and say, "Sorry, you don't qualify." Sounds absurd, right? For years, in places like New York and California, this was the reality for gun owners. But today, everything has changed. This isn't just another news update, it's a monumental win for responsible gun owners across the nation. The U.S. Supreme Court has just ruled in a landmark 6-3 decision, striking down an old, outdated system. If you carry a weapon or plan to, you need to hear about this ruling and how it transforms the way we think about concealed carry. But don't just take my word for it. Let's break down how this ruling affects you, your rights, and what we need to do next. The ruling was a huge win, but it's not the end of the fight. Gun owners now have a crucial role to play in making sure this decision holds up. It's not just about celebrating this victory. It's about ensuring that we continue to defend and expand our rights. We need to stay vigilant. That means tracking changes in local laws, standing up at city council meetings, supporting lawsuits that challenge unconstitutional restrictions, and, of course, continuing to carry responsibly and within the law. This ruling opened the door, but it's up to us to walk through it. Our job now is to ensure this isn't just a temporary win, but a lasting one. Part 1. The role of gun owners moving forward. So, what exactly did the court decide? The case at hand was New York State Rifle and Pistol Association v. Bruin, which challenged New York's restrictive concealed carry law. For over 100 years, New York required applicants to prove proper cause. And no, self-defense wasn't enough. You had to show proof of a specific threat, like being stalked or facing a danger that was imminent. If your application didn't meet these narrow criteria, it was denied. That all changed in June 2022, when the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that the law violated the Second and 14th Amendments. Justice Clarence Thomas wrote the majority opinion, stating clearly, "Modern gun laws must align with the Constitution's original text, history, and tradition." This means that today's laws can't be based on current lawmakers' ideas of what's reasonable. Part 2. Explaining the 6-3 ruling not everyone is celebrating. While this decision is a major victory, there's been significant backlash. Some politicians are trying to sidestep this ruling by implementing what experts call soft resistance. Essentially, they can't outright ban concealed carry, but they can make it as difficult as possible. In places like California, lawmakers are pushing new bills that redefine what's considered a sensitive place to carry, making most public spaces off-limits. Even though they can't block your right to carry, they can still restrict where you can go with your firearm. This isn't just legal resistance, this is political retaliation. States like California, New Jersey, and Massachusetts are crafting new laws designed to make it harder to carry. They can raise permit fees, create additional waiting periods, and impose unnecessary suitability checks, all in an attempt to make it more difficult for people to exercise their rights. Part 3. Political resistance and legal pushback. Now, let's talk about how this ruling is changing things across the country. Before this decision, several states used the may issue model, where you had to show a specific need to carry a firearm. Now, many of those states, like New Jersey, California, and Maryland, are moving toward a shall issue system, meaning if you meet the basic qualifications, such as passing a background check and completing required training, then you must be granted a permit. However, this doesn't mean the battle is over. Some states are pushing back, passing laws that put up new roadblocks for gun owners. New York, for example, passed a new law listing dozens of sensitive locations, including public transportation, parks, and even libraries, making it nearly impossible for permit holders to carry in these spaces. Part 4. What's next for gun owners? One of the most important aspects of this ruling is the new legal standard it set. From now on, when courts review gun laws, they must ask a very specific question. Does the law align with the original text of the Constitution and reflect the historical tradition of firearm regulation in early America? In other words, modern gun laws must have historical precedent to stand. Judges can no longer rely on modern ideas about public safety or the preferences of current lawmakers. This new test is already having an impact, as federal courts have begun striking down certain modern restrictions, including magazine capacity limits and transportation rules, because they can't find similar laws from the founding era. Part 5. A new legal test for firearms laws. For most gun owners in states with strong Second Amendment protections, like Arizona, Tennessee, and Texas, this ruling won't change much. But for those living in more restrictive states, this is a game changer. You no longer have to prove why you deserve to carry a firearm if you meet the basic legal requirements. That's enough. Part 6. Impact on everyday carry. The Supreme Court's decision was only the beginning. It has set a legal precedent that could reshape gun rights in America for generations to come. Courts across the country are now being forced to reevaluate a wide range of gun regulations, including magazine limits, assault weapon bans, and even transportation rules. As more legal challenges unfold, it's clear that this fight isn't over. The ruling sparked a wave of legal activity that could continue for years. It's up to us to stay informed, stay involved, and keep defending our rights. Part 7. What comes next? Stay involved. Support organizations like the Firearms Policy Coalition and the Second Amendment Foundation, and never stop fighting for the rights that belong to all of us. When we stay informed and engaged, we make our rights stronger for everyone. Stay sharp, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.